Alright guys, this is Boston again. I'm going to do a review for series of movies I actually haven't done any reviews for yet. And that would be Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. Now I do have the box set. It's not the American version of the box set. It's a Chinese version of it. Now it has all the movies in it, just like the American one does. It's just that the box uh, it's thinner. I have all the movies here on DVD. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, this came out in '87. It's made for 5 million bucks. And which thing that always surprised me was these movies always looked really good. Special effects are always pretty, you know, pretty good for back in the day. I mean, Halloween 4 was made for 5 million bucks, and this has the same budget. And this looks more like a big budget film. I mean, it still does look pretty good. That's the thing that always, I always thought was strange about um, how New Line always didn't make these movies for that much money, and they always worked really, really well. But anyway, this is directed by Chuck Russell. He directed Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Blob, The Mask with Jim Carrey. Stars Patricia Arquette. This is her first movie. Um, she was in True Romance, Little Nicky. She's come come to be quite the popular actress. You also get Freddy Krueger once again returning as his signature title role. Heather Langenkamp, he's even in this. She's from Nightmare on Elm Street 1. She was in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And you get quite a bit of cameos in here as well. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne plays an orderly. Zsa Zsa Gabor, Dick Cavett. Uh, quite a few famous faces in this one. Uh, Anyway, I'm just gonna give you the basic story in a nutshell. These group of teens are having these reoccurring nightmares, and they're in this mental institution. And the doctor, played by Craig Wasson, is studying the kids and figuring out, why they're having these nightmares. And the nightmares all seem to be the same about this horribly burned man with, razor fingers. And anyway, he brings in Heather Langenkamp's character, and now she's this like psychiatrist, dream doctor lady that uh, tries to help Craig Wasson's character out, and come find out that Freddy Krueger is the guy invading their dreams, and they need Heather Langenkamp to help them battle Freddy, and the teams group together and end up uh, trying to fight Freddy and kill him off. And you get to learn a little more about Freddy's backstory in this one, with his mother, Amanda Kruger's in it. There's a couple sequences with her where she talks about how to kill him off. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the better made sequels in the series. I know Wes Craven uh, wrote it, and he also executive produced it, which um, which is great because the story isn't so thin and kind of dumb. I'm not really a big fan of A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, 5, or 6, for that matter. There's only a couple of these movies I really enjoy, and this is one of them. It's probably my favorite after the original. And I think the directing is really good in this. Like I said, it does look like a more higher budget movie. I mean, it was only made for 5 million bucks, and I think they really did a good job with the effects and like the optical effects and shit. And I know Kevin Yeager did the Freddy Krueger makeup, and it looks really good in this movie. Um, you can't go wrong with Kevin Yeager. I mean, he worked on Hellraiser Bloodline, and he did the Child's Play effects. And he's a all around good makeup effects guy. And Mark Shallstrom also did some makeup effects on here too, and they look really really well done. And that's just one thing I always thought about the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. They always just looked really well done and polished. Like New Line took a lot of time, I think, especially with this movie in particular. Just looks like they took a lot of time with it and made it look really well done, and it looks really good. Um, the acting, some of the actors are kind of on and off. Heather Langenkamp, she does good for what she had to do. Um, Patricia Arquette, in my opinion, she's kind of annoying. Her scream is fucking annoying, but I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I just think she's kind of an annoying actress. And you get a couple of known names in there. Trying to think of the girl that played Taryn. She was in Bad Dreams. She's a pretty decent actress. Her death scene is just fucking. It's a classic. Um, Same as the kid that played the. Can't think of his name. The dude with the puppets. Anyway, his death scene's a classic as well. But he was a good actor too. I can't really think of his character's name right now off the top of my head, but um, Freddy Krueger in this one, he has a little more one-liners. I think this really opened up that aspect of his character. He's still kind of in the shadows, but kind of not. I think this is where they try to break him out and kind of be kind of like a franchise. This is what where I think they try to do a kind of a bigger audience. I think with this movie and number four, and but yet it still has that kind of dark tone to it. And I don't know. It's a good movie. I highly suggest it. If you're gonna watch a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, watch the first one and watch part three. You can't do wrong with those two movies. 4 to 5 fuck yous, guys. That's really all I gotta say about this one. Yeah, you gotta stay fucking brutal.